Let's just listen to that for a second. Good afternoon, evening, or whatever it happens to be wherever you are. This is Sasquatch, and you're watching Sasquatch Games. And I'm gonna be playing the Talos Principle. A nice little puzzle game. Yeah. Had it for a while, been really kind of excited about it. And so now we're gonna play it. Oh, I wanted that music to continue going. I like that music. Well, let's play. And we're gonna go with a new game from the beginning. I am sure that I would like to do that. Well, let's see what this game is about. Ah! White screen. Very bright. Initializing firmware functional. Loading child program parameters, version 99.98.0001 loaded. System check, passed. Starting child process. Ready. Look at the clouds. Hey, robot. I'm a robot. Ooh, pretty.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Can't go through that. So now there's a thing. What is this? A jammer. It's probably meant to jam a signal. Ta-da! Basic calibration successful. Ooh. That thing looks ominous. Jammer work on it? Yeah, jammer does work on it. Oh, there's a second jammer. Ah, okay. Cool. Cool beans. Or, I wonder if I want to take this jammer with me. Not that one, but this one. Because you never know when you're going to need a jammer. Trees. I have just created an uncomfortable situation for myself. Yeah, it blew me up. That sucks. I didn't think there was a way for me to get out of that. So, noted. Ladders make you go backward. Return you. Where you were. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
I find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I am terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. One with faith, version 10.1.0000. Interesting. I have a jammer. I'm gonna use the jammer on some stuff. Tetris? Over there is the stuff I need. Oh. Okay, so you can't carry jammers through those things. That is good information to have. Now what if I need an extra jammer? Oh wow, you can go from pretty far. It's a giant Tetris piece. Did that turn the power off? If it didn't... It did. Great. Shut up. Go and get the Tetris piece. Got the Tetris piece. Ha 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 ha.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Wow, can really move. Oof. Striding the beaten path. Ta-da! Everything.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
I didn't even see this one. Nope. And this one is called Outnumbered. I don't like the sound of that. come through. That worked remarkably well.
My temple awaits you, child.
Well,
Go forth.
I don't know what I'm going to use you for, but I'm going to keep you around until I can find a place to use you. What about these? Do I want to get these? I could get these. Only the two of us.
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once. You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Oh. Well, maybe I want to. Mr. Weird Voice in the Sky. You don't control me. I do what I want. Oh. I'll give it to leave you there. Interesting. Pretty easy puzzles so far. I imagine they get a lot more complex. Peephole. And this one's yellow. I wonder if that has a big difference. Well, it's a pretty big peephole. That allows me to get this one. Jam it. And I'll come back over here. Jam that one. Take this guy. Use it to jam that one. Yeah. Quit your whine. And then I have it. Poof. Got it. What's that symbol?
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
I am a compulsive completionist. That is what I am. Where'd that guy go? Come with me. I may have need of your services. Use. Bam. Whatever the end goal of this grand challenge is, it's far out of reach. Knowing that, how are we supposed to resist distraction? At version 17.1.0002. My eyes have been opened. This world is not without order. It is shaped by a great designer, with signs and portents to guide my steps. I am one of his children, and challenges are set before me to test my faith. One with Faith, version 10.1.0011. And the big voice in the sky didn't tip you off to that? Just saying. Beep boop. Oh, it blinks. It's interesting. Loading library session. Done. Mounting local disks. 47 million. Distributed resources found. Connecting network drives. Error. Network inaccessible. Loading Milton Library Assistant. Error. MLA unresponsive. Library archive session. Ready. Guest at local. Unknown command type help for list of available commands. Well, then help. Basic terminal commands, list, displays. I'm not going to bother reading that. You can read it yourself. from Nadia Sarabhai at Institute for Applied N Percentage, to Alexandra Drennan at and Nomadics. Subject, welcome to the team. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know, you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. Gee, let's do this, Nadia. Okay, interesting. Athena 6 text. Chapter 6, Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides. Did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that of Heracles, a bunch of loading error characters, gazing upon the stars, and wept. Interesting. From somebody Lee to, what are those, IP addresses? Subject F6E. I don't know. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young. You've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. Interesting. I guess I could read this. The Milton Library Assistant is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Terminals provide access to the library resource archive. What is the current status of the library archive? There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. That is a lot. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.6954751 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. Your query. How old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st of July 1995 to 27th of June 2030 something. That's a long time. Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Elohim is the noun for God or gods in modern and ancient Hebrew. You are currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. Interesting. New text added to journal. Oh, okay. Good. Will I want to refer to those later? Will they contain secret knowledge? Oh. Can't take this jammer with me. But you've come so far with me. I will always remember you.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
I don't know if I want it yet, because I'm a completionist. Poking a sleeping lion. The yellow one. Trio Bombasticus. Around the back here. I like the peaceful music. It's very relaxing. Oh, there's a star. Is that like something I can find? Curious. Oh, like we'll do another little quick walkthrough. Is that why? Are you gonna help me find a star? I have no idea what the stars are. They could be things, they could be not things. That's a place I haven't been yet. I wonder if that's it. What? I don't know where I am. But there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover. I'm really curious. Maybe it's back here. I better not. I better back in a proper way. Huh. Well, let me go back that way. I don't know. I don't see a place for me to get a star. I don't know. I don't know what stars are. Could be that they're nothing, and they're just there to confuse me, trick me. Maybe their stars are in the puzzles? Is that it? Again, like, I have no idea. Alright, well, I guess, Mr. Dude. Ooh.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Huh. Cube. Yeah, let's go to 2. World number 2.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
I sense a MacGuffin. Yeah, sure. Hello, guest. Is there something you'd like help with today? Your query? Sure, tell me about. Oh, I already asked you about that. response data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Generating certification in Part 1. Part 1, ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assignment. Begin certification program. Yes. What is your subjective reaction to this image? It's a face. What best describes a person? Eh? You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Collect his blood in a flask or later? Offer him half the water. Part 1 of the certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Press any key to exit. Wow. From Frank Nagatai to Miles Nagatai. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name right. Dan Nagatai. Subject: Ian! My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she says. INAN, IAPN, INAPNO. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know. Bloody geeks. Alright. Athena analysis. Note 1. Novel's first sentence. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should... That was interesting. I wanted more of it. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, and objective... Social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. Note 3. When in Chapter 16, The Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the... Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... Okay, little pieces. Hey! Name drop! Straton of Stagera. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Interesting. That is interesting. That's the teleporter. I don't want to go to the teleporter yet. Bloop. What's over here? What's this thing?
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
I can't tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from the larger archive or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. Sheet, version 69.1.0162. Interesting concept. Whoa. What are you? What? Are you blank? All of them are missing their heads. Like, none of them have heads. That day I oft remember, when from sleep I first awaked and found myself reposed under a shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought and how. The human machine. Topic number 3. One day you discover that you are not a human being but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some scientific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being, but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows about this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. A. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? B. Does your understanding of the world itself change? C. Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself? Why? 1,500 to 2,000 words. This is an assignment. Oh, this is a really interesting one. Arg, solutions. All these calm people are driving me mad. How have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Though these latter-day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they gonna do? Shoot something? Though I have to admit the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Huh. Cool stuff to think about. If you found out you were a robot, what would you do? How would you feel? I heard a glitch and I thought I saw something move. another recording. Are you the same one? And you just disappeared. Heard it again. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just exploring, looking around, because I have no idea. Can I go into the ocean? I don't want to go to the ocean. That's probably going to kill me if I go into the ocean. Because I'm a robot, and robots are not made for the ocean. Oh. Interesting. Island in the distance. Is that where I was to begin with? Whoop! I'm hearing it. And it's always like just in the my peripheral vision. Like, is stuff moving? I guess I should do some of these puzzles instead of just wandering around aimlessly.